Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Today I'm coming to you with a long-form breakdown about Yaman and Demet Özdemir. All the details are in this video. If you enjoy in-depth storytelling and respectful coverage, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and, if you want to support us even more, click the join button below. Thank you, and let's get into it. In the early hours of a quiet Istanbul night, when most of the city had surrendered to sleep and only the hum of ambulances and distant ferries cut through the dark, two familiar figures reportedly stepped through the automatic doors of a city hospital. The time, according to multiple bystanders, was somewhere around 2 in the morning. The names, Yaman and Demet Özdemir, traveled faster than any official confirmation, carried by whispers from a parking attendant, a passerby returning from a late shift, and a pair of fans who recognized silhouettes long before they saw faces. No alarms, no media alert, no entourage flood. Just a short walk under cold fluorescent lights and a request at a reception desk. What actually happened inside those walls is private, and that privacy deserves respect. Still, the appearance of two of Turkey's best-known stars at such an unusual hour triggered waves of curiosity, concern, and speculation. Why a hospital at night? Was it a medical precaution, a check-in for someone close to them, paperwork for an upcoming project, or something as simple as accompanying a friend who didn't want to be alone? When answers don't arrive, theories grow. Our goal today is not to invent drama, but to map what we do and do not know, and to talk about why this moment matters to so many people. First, context. Yaman and Demet Özdemir are recognizable far beyond Turkey's borders. Their on-screen partnership in Erkenci Kus introduced their chemistry to audiences from Istanbul to Rome to Buenos Aires. Since then, each has steadily built a career beyond that single association, international projects for him, ambitious series and films for her. Over the years, rumors have tried to lock them into a story people want to read, but both have responded with the same message: judge us by the work. That's why a simple late-night sighting, at a place associated with vulnerability, struck a chord. It reminded people that public figures, like the rest of us, have moments that don't fit neatly into a press release. Let's reconstruct the timeline as responsibly as we can. The alleged sighting didn't involve a red carpet or a crowded lobby. Witnesses describe a low-profile arrival, dark clothing, caps pulled low, the quiet efficiency of people who have done this before and don't want to interrupt anyone else's night. One detail repeated by more than one person: the courtesy. They spoke softly, said a bystander who kept a respectful distance. No fuss. Another reported that they waited a few minutes near a vending machine, speaking in hushed tones that didn't carry across the corridor. Whether they were there together from the start or met inside remains unclear. Whether they left at the same time is also unclear, though several people mentioned seeing them exit during the pre-dawn lull when the city begins to change color. From there, the internet did what it does: it filled the silence. Some fans feared a sudden health issue. Others thought of a family member. A few proposed that the hospital might be associated with a charity initiative, a visit intended to bring comfort away from cameras. And then there was the practical angle that only night shift workers fully understand: some tests and procedures are easier to schedule when the world is sleeping, and privacy concerns can be managed with far less disruption. In other words, a hospital at 2 a.m. isn't automatically a crisis, sometimes it's just the right time. Inside the industry, the response was measured. Crew members who have worked with both actors pointed out that they are known for professionalism under pressure. If something urgent had happened, they suggested, schedules would quietly adapt. But there were no sudden cancellations the next day, no frantic calls, no last-minute replacements. That calm, more than anything, suggested a situation under control. It also suggested something else. Both Yaman and Demet Özdemir understand how to move through delicate moments without turning them into spectacles. Why does this story carry so much weight with viewers? Part of the answer is the memory of their on-screen dynamic. The characters they once played lived in a world where every emotion was heightened, every dilemma turned into a cliffhanger. Real life doesn't work like that. In real life, people go to hospitals at strange hours for mundane reasons: a check on stitches, a follow-up test, a signature needed when an elderly relative is admitted, a friend from the crew who texted "Are you awake?" and didn't want to be alone. The truth is often smaller than the rumor but more human too. There's another reason this matters: boundaries. Over the past decade, the line between public and private has thinned, not because celebrities invited the world in, but because the world learned how to peer inside. It is now possible to track movement through triangulated posts and stray reflections. That reality places a special responsibility on all of us who report and comment, to approach with caution, to resist the temptation to guess, and to remember that speculation can, unintentionally, cause harm. Health is personal. Family is personal. Compassion costs nothing. What we can talk about, without crossing lines, is how both actors have historically navigated moments of intense attention. Yaman, for instance, has a reputation for meeting fans where they are: airport corridors, red carpet barricades, even outside studios, offering time and patience even when schedules are tight. When that openness has backfired, he has not lashed out, he has recalibrated. Demet Özdemir, for her part, tends to keep her personal life quiet and her professional motto loud. She shows up prepared, she protects her circle, and when the story is noisy, she goes still. Put those approaches together and the late-night hospital tableau makes sense: arrive quietly, take care of what needs care, leave with dignity. Since the sighting, the digital conversation has split into camps. There are the worriers, who want to know exactly what happened so they can rest easy. There are the storytellers, eager to connect this moment to narratives that go back years. And there are the guardians, fans who view their support as a kind of shield, reminding everyone that if something is serious, the only people entitled to speak are the ones involved. Curiously, that last group is growing. Perhaps we are finally learning how to admire without invading. Let's also acknowledge the practical realities of a hospital at night. It is a place where staff move like a well-practiced orchestra, where beeping monitors and rolling carts create a rhythm that never stops. In that environment, a familiar face is not entertainment, it's another person who needs help, guidance, or discretion. If Yaman and Demet Özdemir were there, they were not performing. They were participating in a human moment that looks the same on everyone. That perspective softens the glare we so often aim at people we feel we know. Will there be an official statement? Possibly, but don't count on a play-by-play. If a clarification comes, it will likely be short, kind, and devoid of the fuel that keeps rumor engines running. Both actors have, time and again, chosen to speak when speaking helps and to be silent when silence is the kindest option. It's not evasion, it's strategy in service of sanity. Until then, here's what makes sense for a community like ours to do. First, take a breath. Second, resist pressure to fill gaps with fiction. Third, wish both of them well, without conditions, without commentary about who should have done what. Support looks like patience. Respect looks like letting people own their stories. There is, finally, a broader lesson in this midnight chapter. Fame is a magnifying glass, it enlarges what is already there. When generosity is there, fame makes it visible. When discipline is there, fame turns it into example. And when vulnerability is there, fame can make it feel like exposure. The only counterweight is empathy. If we want artists to keep giving us their best work, we have to give them room to be people when the lights go off, especially at 2 a.m. under the hum of hospital lights, where nobody goes unless they need to. Thank you so much for watching my video and for choosing careful curiosity over reckless speculation. If this approach speaks to you, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates. In the comments, tell me, how should the media and fans handle late-night sightings like this? What is the right balance between concern and privacy? Your thoughts help guide the way we cover stories on this channel. See you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.